All right, do we even need 2 minutes to preview this game? It's Oklahoma taking on Kansas, and it's our 2-minute preview. I'm Pete Mundo, HeartlandCollegeSports.com. Let's get it rolling here. So, OU, Kansas. David Beatty's not the head coach. It's in Norman. Kansas stinks, although they are slightly improved. They almost won last week against K-State. Last week was their Super Bowl. Last week, Kansas knew that if we were going to win a game, for David Beatty down the home stretch, that was going to be the game. Unfortunately, they could have won it. Frankly, I think they should have won it, but they didn't win it. And I think there's going to be a huge letdown here, a massive letdown. I don't see how they're going to slow down Kyler Murray. Now, I know the Sooners could be caught looking ahead. So I'm not going to sit here and say that OU is going to, we'll get to the spread here in a second. But it's not going to be one of those games where I think OU just waltzes 70-7 or anything like that, because KU's defense is actually pretty good. And I still think they're playing hard for David Beatty. They like David Beatty, but the offense is just so inept. Peyton Bender losing the ball out of his hand as he's going to pass on the final drive last week against K-State was basically Kansas football under David Beatty wrapped into one play. That was the defining moment in many ways, encapsulating moment of David Beatty's tenure. But this defense is pretty good for the Kansas Jayhawks. It's 7th in the Big 12 in rushing defense, and the pass defense efficiency is the worst. So that's where Kyler Murray is going to make his money. That's where he's going to be able to really dice up this Kansas defense. And something else to point out, something else to keep an eye on when it comes to turnover margin, well, it's the Kansas Jayhawks at the top of the list in the Big 12, plus 13 in turnover margin. That's the best in the conference by 6. So if they have any chance in hell of keeping this thing close for a period of time, it's going to be via the turnover margin. So I think that OU is going to take it relatively easy. I think they'll get a big win. I'm confident in that. But I also sit here and I say they're going to be looking ahead to West Virginia. They're going to make sure that nobody gets hurt. They know how important that game is going to be next week. And OU will take care of business against the Kansas Jayhawks by a final of 52-21. There you have it. I'm Pete Mundo, HeartlandCollegeSports.com. We'll talk to you guys soon.